Okay, now it's part 2 of lesson 4. Make sure you fill in all your lines of your heading, your name, number, date, okay, first and last in cursive. Make sure you're putting down the date that you're completing these notes. Okay, my number is pi. You put your number there. And our subject is math. So here our 3 columns are a little different. We're looking at our numbers in base 10, also called standard form, in expanded form, and word form or number names. So these mean the same thing: base 10 numeral, standard form, word form, or number names. So in each one of these, you're given one and you need to find the other. So here we have 308,936. So we're starting, let's see, with the 6. And then we have 30, because it's in the tens place. And then 900. Okay, and then I'm kind of running out of room, so I'm going to write it above. But I'm going to keep the plus sign there. 8,000. Now here we just have a placeholder. And so the placeholder is just keeping that from becoming 38,000 and keeping it 300,000, so I don't need to worry about the placeholder. Okay, and then I have 300,000. Okay, now I need to write it in words. So if you're not sure, you can always look back at your chart on the back that has all the words. So we start when we're naming it in word form. We look at the period. This is the thousands period. We keep that all together. So we call that 308,000. So 1,000 acts kind of like its last name. So first I need to get 300. Some of you will want to say and 8, but and puts a decimal there and it changes the meaning of it, and we need to be precise. 308, and it's in the thousands place, so we need to put 1,000. And just like in the standard or base 10 numeral form, we put a comma to separate this from the ones period. And then we put this together as 936. 930 hyphen 6. The numbers from 21 all the way to 99 have hyphens in between them, unless they're the multiples of 10. All the rest, but after 99, you don't worry about it. Before 20, you don't worry about it. It's only between 21 and 99 we have this hyphen. All right, now here we have the expanded form, and we need to write it in our standard or base 10 numeral. So one way you can do that is by rewriting it vertically. Make sure you're lining them up. Sometimes you'll want to line them up from the greatest place, but we always line up from our ones place. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. And then the 4. Your commas should line up too. Okay, here we have 7,000. We have 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we have 300. Then we have 50. And then we have 8. Then we add them up. I get 8, 5, 3, comma, 7, 4, 3. So we have 347, 358. We're going to write this now in word form or number names. So again, we're looking at this first part here, the thousands period to name first. So we have 300, 40 hyphen 7. That's that first part, 347, and then the period is the thousands period. So it's kind of like the last name, 347,000. And just like in the standard or base 10 numeral form, we put our comma. Okay, and then we do the second part, 358. 350 hyphen 8. If you're not sure how to spell these words, it is on the other side, but it's very, very important that you learn how to spell these number words. All right, now we're going to look at it from word form and go to the standard or base 10 numeral form and the expanded form. So here we have 89,023. No and in here, so we shouldn't be putting a decimal anywhere inside it. It would be at the end of the number. So I'm going to do my standard or base 10 numeral form. So 89,000. It's in the thousands. 23. Well, I have a place here, the hundreds place, that I didn't say any number for. Nothing for the hundreds, so I'm going to put a placeholder. Now, I also didn't say anything over here, but it doesn't need to hold a place. A placeholder is actually for in between numbers or in between a number and, or I should say, digits. In between digits or in between a digit and the decimal. That's what the placeholder's for. That's why we don't need it on this side over here, because it's not holding a place between digits or between a digit and the decimal. Now that we have it in standard or base 10 numeral form, we can write it in expanded form. So we start with 3, and then we have 20, and then we have a placeholder. Remember, a placeholder is just keeping it from scooting together. It's making sure that the hundred stays blank, so we don't need to put it down. So then 9,000, make sure you have the comma. Okay, I ran out of room, so I'm going to do the last one up here. And then we have 80,000. So the digit's 8, but it's in the 10,000s place, so I would say 80,000. Everything else will be zeros. All right, that's it for our 3-column notes. Now it's time for you to practice. Thank you for joining me.